Okay, so for question 12, any problems? Daryl only. Bjorn, can you help Daryl with question 12? Okay, let's look at question 13. Anyone has any problem on question 13? 13, no problem. 14? Okay, let's look at question 14 together. Okay, the figure is made out of a square S. This is a square, a rectangle R, and rectangle T. The area of square S is 8/9 of the total area of R and T. So, S to R and T. What is the ratio, Jing Kai? 8:9. Now, next, 1/4 of the square is shaded, of square S is shaded, and 1/4 of rectangle R is shaded. 1/6 of rectangle T is shaded. So you are supposed to find the fraction of the figure that is shaded. Now, let's see. Let me use S for shaded square, okay? Right? And then unshaded S. US stands for unshaded part of the square. So what is the ratio of the shaded part of the square to the unshaded part of the square, Leroy?
What? What's it?
The 1:3. Yes? Okay, let's look at the shaded part of R and the unshaded part of R. What is the ratio, Colin Chi? Oh, I'm waiting for you to explain to me how you get 1:3. Okay. Shaded would be 4 minus 1, right? Okay, lastly, I want to know the shaded part of T and the unshaded part of T. Alright, so what is the ratio, Xuan Wei? 1:5. Okay, let's consolidate the information we have, okay? I know that the total here is actually 4. I know the total here is also 4. And I also know my total here is actually 6. Correct or wrong? Okay. Now, what we know is that the shaded part of S is equals to the shaded part of R, yes or no? So this part is actually shaded part of S, and the huh? I know, but I haven't finished. Can you all stop interrupting me? Can we go step by step? Can we go step by step? You're interrupting me. Okay, so you all agree, right? The yellow part that I've shaded is my SS and my SR, right? Next. This part that I've shaded is my ST and my SS, correct? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. So, what we know is that this part, 1 unit, SS and SR, 1 unit, is supposed to be equal, right?
Yeah.
Correct?
But it's
Or is it wrong? Is this equals to this? Why is it not equal? Because S has 2 parts, right? Correct? So we can't do that. So if you have done that, right, if you consider 1, 1, and 1, all of them as equal, right? Then you will get it wrong. Okay, so you need to be very careful. Okay, so now, based on this information, how can we solve the problem? Okay, how can we solve the problem? If we cannot look at the shaded area, is there any other ways of solving it? The total area. Okay, so you are suggesting that we look at the total area. But how do you think that we can solve using the total area?
S of R plus E the total. We can add the total ratio of all the.
Okay, so let's look at this. Okay, so you can see that S, right, the whole of S is 8 units, right? So let's change this to 2 is to 6 is to 8, right? Correct? So we know that the unshaded S, you know where's the unshaded S, right?
Yes, the white part.
This white part, right? Is actually 6 units, right? Correct or wrong? These two adds up to 2 units. Okay. Now, next, if we were to look at this, SR, UR, and total is 4. So we are looking at the shaded part of R, right? Okay. And the unshaded part of R. I want my shaded part of R to be how many units? I cannot put it at 2 units, right? So how can we solve this question? Plus, what do you mean by plus 9 minus 2?
9 minus 2 because area of SR and T is 70 units if they are put apart. But then because the overlapping area is the shaded area, right, which is 2 units. So you minus 2 units, you actually get the figure, the unit, the total area of the figure in terms of.
So you're trying to say I pull the figure apart.
No, 8 plus 9 units, right, is when you pull the figure apart. But then because when they overlap, it's also the shaded area. So minus 2 units, you get the area of the entire figure in terms of units.
Can you be clearer for the rest of the class? Wait. Let him explain.
Okay, so 8 plus 9, right, is when 8 plus 9 is the total amount of units that you actually pull apart R, S, and T. And
Do you understand what is he talking about? Huh? Who doesn't know?
I cannot hear properly.
They why don't you stand in front and then?
Not make it connected.
Because I can understand what is he saying, but I just want to slow him down because sometimes he's very rushed.
So that I can point in case they don't.
Okay, wait, listen. The first part is important.
So if you pull R, rectangle R, right? If you pull apart, right, that means no overlapping or shaded area as well. If you pull out T, so that means 8 plus 9 because 9 is R and T, right? If you actually pull them apart, you get the total area in terms of units for all of the three, all the two rectangles and
Do you understand what is he talking so far? So let's say if I pull the figure apart, it's altogether 17 units, right? You all agree, right? That's one thing for sure. But if we put them together, how many units do they become? Okay. So the first step that Bjorn is trying to tell you is this 8 to 9 ratio is when the rectangles, the squares, they are separated, 17 units. But when they are placed apart with overlapping region, we need to subtract off the 2 units in which I have labeled, right? Correct? So if I remove the 2 units, then the total units for this whole figure will be 15, right? So Bjorn, you want to continue explaining?
And then after that, the shaded area over
the shaded area, which is the overlapping area. So 2 over 50, that's how you get your answer.
You understand?
Wait, so what working
Okay. I think that's a good solution. I think it's very short and sweet. So we don't actually need to look at this. Right? Wait. Who doesn't feel that he has come out to the end of the question already? He has finished the question. Do you all know that he has reached the answer already? Because I'm scared that you all are still waiting to a second part of the solution.
What do you mean by second part?
No, because I'm afraid that people will think, huh? You mean he's finished? That kind of thing.
Yeah, some questions are his question. When my mother was saying that, I figured out.
Who wants to clarify anything? Who needs me to okay. Sorry? I just multiply by 2. Hey, come on, please. Okay, wait. So, now. Just to summarize, just in case. Okay, total number of units for 3 separate shapes is 17 units, right? 17 units from here. Okay. Now, from this step, I know that the shaded part is 2 units. Am I right or wrong? Okay. Right? So, that means from the 17 units, I minus 2 units. I know that the total area of the figure is 15 units. Yes or no? So, it's 15, right? This is the total area of the figure. But with 2 units shaded, this will be the answer. Understand? You just need to show the equivalent ratio. That is okay. Yeah, I'm looking at the green one, or you're asking me to look at it. This green one is the same as what I'm going through. What?
Wait, I just noticed those are actually your.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Okay, anyone has any problem? If not, I'm going to move on to the next question. Next question is question 15. Question 15, anyone has any problem? 15. Wait, the previous question, Leroy, you're okay, right? Okay, let's look at question 15, please. Dylan and Colin Chi, can you settle down, please? Okay, Mandy and Priscilla shared a packet of stickers. At first, the number of stickers Mandy had was 1/4 of the number of stickers Priscilla had. When the girls bought another 28 stickers each, the number of stickers Priscilla had was 1/5 more than the number of stickers Mandy had. How many stickers were there in the packet? So we can draw my after model or my before. Which one do you want to draw first? Before. You can do ratio as well. How many people use ratio to solve this? How many people use model? Okay, I'll do ratio for you all to check. Okay, at first. Okay, so Mandy to Priscilla. Okay, what's the ratio, Brandon? Sorry? 1:4. Next, the girls bought 28 stickers each. The number of stickers Priscilla had was 1/5 more than the number of stickers Mandy had. Okay, so this is after. So this is a slightly trickier ratio. Alright, so what is the ratio in this case, Ernest? Sorry? 5:1. Although I said it's trickier, doesn't mean it's so tricky until you get it wrong. Yeah, when I say it's tricky, I was asking you to be careful. Okay?
I don't understand.
Wait, Kaden? 5:6, right? Correct. Because 1/5 more, what, right? That means one of them have 5 units, the other one add 1 more unit is 6, right? Ernest, you know what is it? 1/5 more, that means, let's say if Mandy had 1 whole, Priscilla had how much? 1 whole plus 1/5, right? But we have done a few questions on this, what? 1/5 more, that means 1 whole plus 1/5, right? Correct. Okay, let's say if you really cannot understand what is 1/5 more, you surely understand what is 20% more than Mandy, right? Correct. If you know that it's 120% more than Mandy, that means you know that one of them is 120, the other one is 100, right? Simplest ratio, you can get 5:6, right? Yes or no? Or the other way you can work it out is you treat Mandy as 1 whole, you treat Priscilla as 1 whole plus 1/5, right? Which is one of the ways I taught you as well, right? You get 6/5. Correct? That means one of them will be 6 units, the other one will be 5 units. Correct? I taught you this method as well, right? Okay? So, although I say it's trickier, doesn't mean that you shouldn't know it. It's trickier, I'm just asking you to be careful. Okay? You must understand this statement during exam. Okay? So, we know that both of them bought 28 stickers each. What type of ratio question is this, Sky? Difference unchanged, right? Or constant difference, right? It's like you're similar to all your age question here, wrong? your age. Okay, so this one is the difference unchanged. So we find the difference is actually 3 units. Difference is 1 unit, right? So what's the next step, Ernest? Lowest common multiple for which two numbers? Okay, and I get 3. So that means this I need to get 18, 15. So I'll be comparing this and this. Right or wrong? Okay, so Mandy used to have 1 unit. After buying 28 stickers, she has 15 units. So how many units equals to 28, Kathleen? 14 units, right? We find a difference. Equals to 28. And 1 unit equals to 2. How many stickers were there in the packet? Okay, were there in the packet? Of course, are we looking at first or are we looking? Hey, at first or before or after? Okay, so at first, how many units? Wendy?
At first, 5.
5 units, right? So we know that we need to look for 5 units equals to 10. If you do not have this method, please do corrections as alternative.
I did the same.
Can you express it in ratio, please? If you never use difference unchanged, you use units and parts. I want to see the alternative method. If you use units and parts, and you never use, if you use model, also I want to see the difference unchanged method, because this is a difference unchanged. Simplest way of solving is difference unchanged. Okay? Right, so let's look at the next question. Anyone has problem for the next question, which is question 16. Any problem? Yongqian, later can you help her? Isabel, question 16. Okay, let's look at question 17. Anyone has any problem? No problem? Except Danish. Eldon, can you help Danish with question 17 later? Gabriel, later you help him, okay? So, that's the last question, right? Okay. Okay. In case, hello. For simplicity's sake, in case all of you did some weird, funny, and difficult way of solving, let me show you how to solve it very quickly. Okay. Hold on, children. Can I talk? Okay, so I'm going to show you how to solve this question, right? Sorry, I didn't draw it well. So what I did is I connect the 4 centers of the circles with straight line. So I know that I have one square here, which is 14 by 14, right? 14 by 14. 14 by 14. And then what I need to do is I just need to use the area of the square, subtract off one circle. Can you see this 4 quadrant? Okay, right? If you have other methods, I'm open to it, but if it's longer than this method, please do correction.
Wait, how many steps?
My step is only I find first one step is find area of square. Second step is I find area of unshaded circle, and third step is I subtract. So 3 steps.
It's kind of easy, but I did some extra steps.
Oh, then alternative solution. If you have more than 3 steps, please show me your corrections.
Use like this square.
10 times 4. Then how do you find this?
Because like
You subtract out, circle, then divide by 4. You find 1. Then,
in the square, other than circle, there's all these parts.
Yeah, there are four
These
parts. Yeah. It's the same.
also can, same idea. Can.
It's cut and paste, okay?
Yeah, okay, can.
This one I just did for like, to explain how I got the number.
Okay.
So it's okay, I don't need
Yeah.
to question.
I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that.
How about it?
Same idea, same idea. Yeah, that's fine. I can. Okay, I saw it.